What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Primetime Fitz here. So, you have dropped your application to Prime. So, it's come back and says that, hey, you've been selected, you've been accepted to come to orientation. Now what you're thinking is, what should I bring? Should I bring my whole house? Should I bring my car? Should I bring all my cars? There's all of these different things. And I can tell you from being a PSD instructor, a CDL instructor, is less is more. So, you have a very limited space. You do have space, but you have a limited amount of space whenever it comes to where you're going to be sleeping and where you're going to be inside the truck. So, when it comes to it, you want to pack your essentials, so you don't want to necessarily have to spend more money out here on the road trying to get something that you left at home, but also you don't end up wanting to bring multiple pieces of luggage. So what I can go ahead and tell you on this is you should bring about 2 weeks worth of clothes. So I would say bring 1 week worth of clothes and do laundry out there on the road. But there's sometimes it's not necessarily a guarantee you're going to have the time to be able to stop at a truck stop in order to do laundry. And also, between you and me, it's a little expensive doing laundry out there on the road. So you're not always going to be able to come into a terminal weekly. Now, the laundry there's at the terminal, depending on which terminal you go to, I know the one that's here in Springfield, it ends up being about 75 cents per load. And it ends up being 75 cents to do the dryer as well. Now, I do know that at our Denver yard, I do believe, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe we have washers and dryers there that I think it's one washer and one dryer, but I believe that's free to use. I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me. But same thing out with Pittston. We have a bunch of washer and dryers there as well. So, 2 weeks worth of clothes. Now, you want to get a good set of work boots or closed-toe shoes. So the thing is, depending on which division that you're going into, I know that especially whenever it goes to flatbed, especially being out there and strapping and tarping and everything like that, you're going to want to have a good set of boots. So you want to have a good set of boots. Number 2, shower shoes. You want to bring those shower shoes because believe me, you don't want to get what is on those floors on your feet whenever you're taking a shower out there at the truck stops. So, shower shoes. So, bring also your essentials. So your toothbrush, toothpaste, all your hygiene items. You're going to want to bring those. Now, there seems to be quite a few people that will bring multiple pairs of shoes out here. Like I said before, there's not that much room when it comes to where you're going to be able to put all of your shoes that are in your closet. No. When it comes to your pets, leave the pets at home. Leave the pets at home. Find a place where they can get boarded up, and you can come back and get them whenever you get your own truck. Number 2, depending on what your recruiter says, because I know that we do have some recruiters that are telling their guys to go ahead and bring their personal vehicle out here due to limitations when it comes to mass transit. Only if your recruiter tells you, then bring your car. So, you want to have that. We're also getting into the winter months right now. You want to end up bringing a decent jacket. Because depending on where you're at, you could be anywhere in the country. So say for instance, if you start off with the load that's in Florida, nice, sunny, 80 some odd degrees, really nice. But you're going to be delivering in North Dakota. Now North Dakota is in the 20s. You're going to want to have a decent jacket. Jacket or a sweatshirt. You want to be prepared for what you're going to be going into. So, like I said, 2 weeks worth of clothes. There is also that option that people want to get the truck driving headset. Me personally, I don't think that you need that right off the bat. What you need to be focused on 100% is getting your CDL first. So get your CDL first, get out there on the road. Once you start going into TNT, maybe depending on whether or not your trainer allows you to do that while you're driving, then think about getting a headset. These headsets out here are not cheap, and especially for the first couple weeks, you're going to be going based off of that $200 advance. Now, $200 advance, you're going to be paying back, but that $200 advance doesn't leave you a lot of room to go out there and buy $200 headsets or $150 headsets, and then, oh, I have no money for food for the rest of the week. Be smart with that. So, we covered the pants. We covered the clothes. We covered the shoes. When it comes to a luggage, just a decent size luggage, suitcase. I know that whenever I came out, I actually ended up bringing my sea bag. For all you veterans out there, you know about the sea bag. The sea bag or the rucksack, that ends up being a decent place to put all your stuff for the time being, because you're going to be sleeping with your stuff up in that top bunk 9 times out of 10, unless your instructor has some space that's actually underneath the bunk. But we're limited on space underneath the bunk due to the air conditioner unit from the APU being down there. So it's also, each individual truck has different space options, but less is more when it comes to that. If you have to end up finding out a different way to put your stuff, just do not bring your entire house. I've had students that have brought multiple bags, and I've told them, hey, we're going to have to put 3 of your bags or 3 of your boxes into my pickup while we're out here on the road, because there's not enough room in the truck to keep all your stuff. So less is more, but you also want to have the essentials to make sure that you're covered, that you're not going to have to spend that money out there on the road. So we've covered all the stuff of what we actually want to go ahead and bring out here on the road. Some decent t-shirts, some pants, some shorts, some sleepwear. You want to bring a sleeping bag or sheets, but sleeping bags end up being a little bit better to put that up in the top bunk. Now, not every instructor is going to have a pillow for you up there, and between you and me, I wouldn't want to be sleeping with somebody else's pillow and you don't know whose head's been on it. So bring your pillow, bring something to put your head on when you're up in that top bunk. So when it comes to that, now we know what we need to bring, what we don't need to bring. So until next time, drive safe and good luck to all the new CDL guys out there. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you've always wanted to get your CDL but not knowing how to do it, I want you to go ahead and go to driveforprime.com. I'm a CDL instructor, and if you end up wanting to have me as your CDL instructor, go ahead and put my driver code on your application, and when you come in, we'll see if you can end up getting a link to me. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and ring that bell in that upper right-hand corner. That way that you'll end up knowing when I have new content coming out. Until then, drive safe.